Hey man, so look, the boys here at Sandbox, yo, when it comes to this betting stuff, bro, when it comes to this betting stuff, bro, the young folks would say that we here are on a heater. We have been killing recently. And look, if y'all ain't on the bandwagon yet, get on this bandwagon because it's time to make them some money, right, Ma?
Hey man, if you haven't heard yet, what season are we in? We are in the holiday season. So why not tap in with the Sandbox Sports podcast where we give you fantasy updates and all of your betting tips. We have been cashing cats out. Somebody called me earlier today, Chris, and said, yo, over the past 2 weeks, we've given them almost a total of $2,000.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
$2,000 on bets that we have suggested is bonkers. So you
Yeah.
know what? You'd be a loser if you wasn't listening to this ep this week to cash out again, man.
And we try to make sure that you don't stay a loser. So we gonna give y'all some locks. I'm gonna go ahead and kick it off. Hey, look, we saw last week Miami and the Texans were in a barn burner, a game where they were thugging it out and slugging it out. And unfortunately, although he's performed pretty much all year, that man Joe Mixon didn't do what he wanted to do. So I got Joe Mixon against this Chiefs team for a Texans team that don't necessarily have to win, but they got to control the clock. Pat Mahomes could potentially be out after spraining his ankle, confirmed a high ankle sprain. Could potentially be out, and they're going to want to control the pace. I got Joe Mixon scoring a touchdown this Saturday when the Chiefs and Texans play.
Mm. You know, Joe Mixon has been somebody who has caught us all by surprise just because I didn't think he was going to be of that caliber of a running back. Granted, Joe Mixon was a great running back in Cincy, but I thought because there were so many mouths to feed, he wouldn't have flourished as much as he has in Houston, and he has been flourishing. But listen, I like the color green,
Mm-hmm.
and we won this weekend, right? We won this weekend, so why not throw a jet in the mix to get you some bread?
Oh, Lord.
This week, the Jets are playing the St. Louis Rams, and I'd say it's the battle of the old heads because Stafford is damn near touching 40. Aaron Rodgers is on his way to damn near 42. Devontae Adams is 35, 36 plus. Battle of the old heads. But with what Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams has been able to do over the course of the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks or so, you gotta pat them guys on the back. But not only them, I also think that the baton has been passed in LA.
Yes, sir.
McVay is clearly pouring water into that Puka Nakua well,
Mm-hmm.
and the torch has been passed from the number one receiver being Cooper Kupp legitimately to Puka Nakua with flying colors. And you know what? These guys are getting the target shares that we've expected. And I would say, let's just stamp it right now. Lock in Puka Nakua and Devontae Adams combined 175 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. Lock it
Ooh.
in. The odds are there for you to cash out. And I can almost guarantee you it's going to happen.
Yeah. Hey, I like that one a lot because that boy Puka is the number one guy. But Devontae, bro, Devontae turned back that clock. And that Rams defense has been better, but they still giving up a lot of yards. I like that joint a lot more. And I even like it even though it's a Jets bet, but you know, you've been objective, so I gotta go with it. This next one I got for y'all. This line is subject to change. But the line starting for this Ravens versus Steelers game this Sunday is 44.5. And at 44.5 in a division game in this division where defense is prominent, I know the Ravens defense hasn't been what it's been in the past, but defense is prominent. I gotta go with that under in this Steelers Ravens game. 44.5 is a lot of points for these two teams who, you know, have decent offenses, but defenses reign supreme. Give me that line of under at 44.5 for the Steelers and Ravens game.
I like it. And I like it because that division has been balling. Even though the Browns aren't winning, even though the Bengals aren't winning, they're two teams that are still exciting to watch. Specifically, the AFC North is just a dope division. Shout out to Hard Knocks because they have the entire AFC North in Hard Knocks right now.
Yeah.
But to speak on divisions and to kind of touch base on, I'll shoot you some credit here because you are a divisional foe. But you got the jersey on, man, and the Patriots have also passed the baton to this young kid, Drake May, right?
Come on now.
And Drake May is going to be playing against who we would predict is the MVP of the football season this year, Josh
He's
Allen.
the best player in football, bro.
Best player in football. Best player in football, bar none. And he's going to be playing up against Drake May, who a lot of people see as the protege to Josh Allen, right?
Come on now.
Both of them are fairly athletic. Both of them have a strong arm. Both of them improvise. Drake May has shown it very well, even though it hasn't contributed to wins. They are both rushing the ball substantially well.
Yeah.
And for that, it's a measly 10 yards. For that, I got both QBs rushing for more than 10 yards per half. Let's just say this again, guys. 10 yards per half. So that means all that Josh Allen and Drake May needs is 10 yards within the first 2 quarters, an additional 10 yards in the second half.
Yeah.
If that's not easily obtainable, or if that's not a lock for you, go watch somebody else. But I can guarantee you, you're going to walk away with some Christmas gifts just based on Josh Allen and Drake May's feet.
Hey, that boy Maul out here spitting now. You locking that in. Hey, look, let me tell you. Gonzo and Drake May is the future of this team. I know that we are slumped right now in terms of a team, but you got to understand, we want that number 3 pick again. Bring that Heisman Trophy winner to New England. But for now, that boy Drake May is going to go against his twin, who's a little bit better, but his twin, and do what he do, like Maul said. But another guy that's going to do what he do. Because if you think that these cats don't know the stats and the records, you got another thing coming. That boy Mike Evans is the truth. He is the truth, and he's got a couple more games to maintain his 1,000 yards every year. And I know it's going to be tough because there's only a few more games. But I believe that Baker knows it, and they're going to make it happen. Give me Mike Evans going over 80 receiving yards this game. I would say a touchdown, but I know that team is going to be kind of slugging it out, and they're going to be focused on winning more. But Mike Evans is going to get those yards. Give me Mike Evans going over 80 yards. Lock that in, and thank us later.
There's 2 things about that bet that I like. One is Mike Evans is a guarantee, and 2, Mike Evans is a guarantee. So I'm going to stick to them same quarters of football, and I'm going to break it up into halves again, right? Because Mike Evans is a guarantee, like I said. But you know who else is a guarantee? Quarterback, no quarterback? C.D. Lamb. C.D. Lamb is arguably one of the best receivers in the league. A guy who I don't even think is 26 yet. He balls like no other. He is the receiver in Dallas. They have other guys. And, when it comes to who is going to get the target shares, it's going to be C.D. Lamb because Cooper Rush can't throw the ball nowhere else. Brandon Cooks, cool. Jake Ferguson, cool. Who's the running back there? I don't know. But C.D. and Mike Evans are legitimate. And here's what I got. You said Mike got 80 in him. I say Mike has 30 a half. So here's what I got. I got both Mike Evans and C.D. Lamb getting at least 30 yards receiving per half. Don't y'all like those half bets?
Yeah.
You can sit there and witness the 30 and then keep watching so you can witness the other 30.
Yeah.
You get money and you watch football. There's money and there's football to watch.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like that? Cash out!
Yeah. Big time cash, bro. Look, like I said when we started, we've been on a heater. And if you don't believe us, look back at prior eps. But we trying to make y'all some dough, bro. We know the holiday seasons are here. So come make some dough with us. Come make some dough with us.
Yes, sir, man. Come make some dough. It's holiday season. Even if you don't make dough in time for Christmas, make some dough in time to go ahead and get you a nice. Go ahead and travel for the New Year's or something. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and watch the ball drop somewhere else. Go ahead and dance like Gilly the Kid somewhere else because you winning money. You know, it's fun when you dancing and you winning, man. Go ahead and cash out just based on what you've heard with us on Sandbox Sports Podcast. If you didn't know, now you know. We love y'all, Sandbox.
Yes, sir. We love y'all. Boom.